Hey guys, Ryan here. In today's video, I'm going to be going over one of the biggest mistakes that I see in Warzone when I watch other people play, and that's going to be that you don't plate up enough. And obviously, there's an opposite side of this where people are plating up too much, and we're going to go over all of that. But the main thing I just want to get across is people are not plating up enough in gunfights. I'm going to be going over when you should plate up, when you shouldn't plate up, why it's so important. I'm also going to be going over why the positioning is also so important for reloads that I'm going to be breaking down in this video. You guys don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. If you do like, if you do subscribe or you even comment, it helps the channel out, but it's really not that important. You guys just watching the video is the most important thing, and I actually hope the content is good enough for you guys to want to do those things. But let's get into it. So at first, in a concept, it sounds super simple. Yeah, of course I need to plate up more. But what I think people do is they panic and they think that they're not going to have time to plate up, or they don't know how to position to give themselves time to plate up. In one of these gunfights that you're going to watch right now on the screen, one of the key things that you're going to see is that after I kill the first player, I'm going to make space for me to plate up before I fight the second kid. And that's something I don't see a lot of people do. They just panic. They sit there unsure of what to do. They're going to challenge with no plates or even down a plate and a half. And as you can see, I get shot. I have my plates. I peek one side. I peek the other. I see where he's at. I'm hearing his footsteps. And then boom. Yes, he's going to retake out my plates, but because I replated up, because I got back to 3 plates, I was able to survive that fight and destroy that kid. If I went into that fight with no plates, I would have died instantly to that guy. He took out my plates again. That is more than enough damage to kill me if I had no plates. And that's what people fail to consider. The way I positioned stopped him from being able to shoot me, and I used this trash can and I abused the lines of sights to be able to get to full plates to win the challenge. And that is something too many people are not doing in their gameplay. And if you can focus on this concept, you will be so much better and get so many more kills. This is also one of the main reasons why people struggle in 1v3s or 1v4s or even 1v2s, because their issue is after they fight the first person and get them down, they aren't trying to figure out and aren't willing to make the space for themselves to be able to plate up, reset the fight, and then take on another person and then keep going with it. Obviously, sometimes you don't have the luxury of being able to plate up, and you have to understand when you're not going to have that luxury. And one of the best ways to do that is by understanding the sound cues that you're dealing with. You should be able to understand, based on the footsteps of your opponents, where or where not you can safely push to, or you can safely, plate up at. Some people, I'm not sure if they have just bad headsets or it's not something they practiced a lot, but with the footsteps you hear, you should have a mental map of where they can see you and the different lines of sights that you're blocking off with your movement and different objects in between you and the enemy. And by focusing on that is how you are going to make space to be able to reload guns like the AS Val, your MP5, your AMAX. And it's also how you're going to be able to find time to plate up. And without that, you're going to struggle in Warzone. I'm not saying it's just a universal struggle, but I really mean it, guys. So many times I go into a fight, I shoot him once, I get 2 or 3 plates, and then I fight them 10 seconds later after killing 2 of their teammates, and they're still not plated up, and I don't understand what they were doing. I understand they're trying to get plays, they were trying to help their teammates, they were trying to do whatever, but at the same time, if you are not taking the time to plate up and give yourself a chance to win these fights, and that's the main thing, is if you want to give yourself a chance to clutch up and to become better at handling multiple people and winning more 1v1 gunfights, then this is one of the small things to focus on. I think what happens a lot of the time, as I said before, is people panic, and that's super understandable because we've all been there, and that's just be part of getting better and learning. And don't expect yourself to just be good at these things. Part of the reason why people panic and why even the best people panic in situations like this is because they don't have the experience to handle it. And one of the only ways to get the experience is by just giving yourself the best opportunity and focusing on the little things when you're in those situations. When you are in a 1v3 or a 1v2 or a 1v4, focusing on getting your plates up, focusing on getting that first guy down, plating up, and then going for the second one may be hard in the moment, but it's going to take time. But if you focus on those things, that's what's going to allow you to excel in the long run. I will say, though, on the flip side, there are times when plating up can be a negative for you and your teammates because it's going to take you out of trade position. It's going to take you away from being able to help your teammates because you're going to be stuck putting plates in and away from combat, focusing on if your teammate gets someone weak and that person gets them down, just peek and finish the person your teammate got weak. Yeah, you're weak, but it's okay. They're weak too, and it's way better that you kill that person before they finish your teammate than you having to go spend $4,000 to buy him back, or if it's late game, you may not even have a chance to buy him back, and that can be the difference between you losing a game in third place and winning a game when it comes down to it. And that's one of the key things here, guys. It's about finding a balance between plating up too much and plating up not enough. But the main thing is, guys, I would just default to really plating up more than you don't. More often than not, when I watch people, that is one of their biggest issues. One of the small things you can do to help with it is learning how to slide cancel while plating up, but that's a whole nother topic. And if you want to learn how to do that without paddles, I do have that in my claw video, a little specific section on that, because I do think it's an important skill to learn. Anyways, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. This has been a short little one. I hope you guys are ready for the new COD season. I have a ton of new content that I'm ready to make for this. I hope to get really back into streaming soon. Hope you guys have a good day. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but if you do, thank you. Peace.